this right now. Make sure God's first. Love God, serve God, and walk with God. Be in His light and love Him. Okay. God is my father. Yes, He's the king. I am the princess, so I'm royalty. P-R to the I-N-C, E to the double S. God is my father. Yes, He's the king. I'm the princess, so I'm royalty. P-R to the I-N-C, E to the double S. Okay. P-R to the I-N-C, E to the double S. Alright. God is my father, I'm royalty. It's life with the princess. Okay, alright. Hey everyone, it's me, Miracle #the Princess, and welcome to my radio show called Life with a Princess Radio, the voice of my generation. My show is about kids, and it's also for kids, and it's about giving God the glory. You can check me out on YouTube on Life with the Princess channel. On Musical.ly, my name is Life with the Princess, and on Instagram. I want to start off with something I call Miracles Moment. You should always give love to animals and humans. Yesterday, I saw the movie Boss Baby, and let me tell you what I thought about the movie Boss Baby. So, in the movie Boss Baby, first there's like this baby, who's like being born and, coming down to earth. But then he became a boss instead of being with a family. So then he had a big brother, and his big brother was so jealous for the baby because, his parents were like singing him songs, special songs, and then reading him bedtime stories, but they were doing that to the baby instead of the big brother. So then the big brother was trying to find a way to get the baby out of here. So the baby actually was doing something, and he was kind of changing. Like, he wasn't acting like an actual baby. So you have to check out the movie to see what the baby was doing, and since he's the boss, you have to watch it. So, also, what I thought about it was it was interesting. It was pretty cool. It was actually fun. It was funny too. Also, what I liked about it was that when the baby was getting born and he was in heaven getting made. Also, what I disliked about it was when the big brother was jealous of the baby. And so I thought that was kind of sad a little bit. So, I would like for my friends to see it because it's really interesting, and it's amazing. Whoever created that movie should really get something for it. So, also in the movie, they had Take Your Child to Work Day. Next week in real life, Take Your Child to Work Day is on Thursday. And God willing, I'll be able to go to work with my mom while she reports on the White House. I actually am excited, and I think it will be fun / boring / interesting / amazing. And since hopefully I'll be going to the White House with my mom to take Your Child to Work Day, I thought I'd bring my mom, Melanie Arter, to work with me today. Welcome to my show, Mommy. So tell everyone what you do for a living.
Thank you, Miracle. Actually, I'm an editor and a White House news correspondent for CNSnews.com. That's the news organization I work for.
So, do you like working at your job, and why?
Yes, I definitely like working at my job because I am able to learn some interesting things that are going on in the world and keep people informed. People who don't necessarily watch the news on television. Sometimes they can go on the internet and read about what's going on in the world, and I'm able to help people learn about that.
So, did you always know you wanted to work in the news business?
Actually, no. It wasn't until I was a teenager and I did a pageant called the Miss Black Teenage Pageant, and the director of the pageant actually asked us to tell the audience what we wanted to do for a living, and I said I wanted to be a writer, meaning I wanted to write books, and she thought that meant writing for the news. So she said journalist. So I said, okay. And after that, I actually got in touch with the organizers of the Pittsburgh Black Media Federation Urban Journalism Workshop. And I spent a week in the summertime in high school learning about the news, radio, newspaper, and television. And I actually did 3 years of doing that. And I gained some experience before I even graduated from high school. So I was ahead of the game in learning how to report on the news.
So, how old were you when you first got started?
I was about 15 or 16. I was in high school, and I started off with, like I said, the workshop, and then I was chosen to be part of a talk show, much like this one, but it was called Teen Talk, and there were other teenagers there with me. So they participated in roundtable discussions, and we interviewed people and things like that. And it was really, really fun.
Okay, well, that's really interesting. So how did you get a job doing the news?
Well, after college, I contacted my mentor, who was part of the workshop, and her name is Tanae Kroom. She worked at Sheridan Broadcasting Network's American Urban Radio Network in Pittsburgh, and she told me about the opportunity to be a newscaster or reporter for the local radio station in Pittsburgh called WAMO. And I spent about a year in Pittsburgh working there, and then I was brought to the attention of Russ Parr, who worked for Radio 1 in D.C., worked for WKYS at the time, and he flew me out there and flew me out here, I should say, to D.C., to the D.C. market, and I interviewed with him and got a job with him, and the rest is history.
Okay. So did you go to college, and what did you study?
Yes, I went to Howard University. I studied television production with a minor in drama. So I didn't actually learn about the news business in college because I kind of already had that in high school. So I wanted to learn something slightly different, which was television. But I still continued with the news, doing news for my student-run radio station and doing a couple articles for the Hilltop newspaper in college.
Okay, so my mom has something to ask me.
Yes, since you're interviewing me, I thought I'd ask you a question. If you got a chance to ask a question at the White House next week, what question do you want to ask?
I want to ask, what's Donald Trump's plan to, help the world be a better place?
Very interesting.
So we have to take a break, but when we get back, we'll talk more to my mom, and we'll introduce a new part of the show, what I call Miracle's Word of the Day. I need to tell you this right now. Make sure God's first. Love God, serve God, and walk with God. Be in His light and love Him. Okay. God is my father, yes, He's the king. I am the princess, so I'm royalty. P-R to the I-N-C, E to the double S. God is my father, yes, He's the king. I am the princess, so I'm royalty. P-R to the I-N-C, E to the double S. Okay. P-R to the I-N-C, to the double S. Alright. God is my father, I'm royalty. It's life with the princess. Okay, alright. Welcome back to Life with a Princess radio show, the voice of my generation. I'm your host, Miracle #the Princess, and my guest today is my mom, Melanie Arter. So we talked about the movie Boss Baby in the beginning of the show. Did you like the movie?
Yes, I really liked the movie.
So what did you like about the movie?
I liked that it showed how important family is, and it also talked about the importance of parents showing love to both siblings, because I think sometimes that when older kids have a little baby brother or sister, they don't know how to deal with it and they get jealous. So I think that was a really interesting take on the situation.
So what did you think about the movie?
I thought that it was very, very good. I thought that it had some good life lessons that the kids could learn from the movie, and parents too.
So, we're adding a new feature to our show called Miracle's Word of the Day. Today's word is authority. It means the power or right to give orders, make decisions, and enforce obedience. As a kid, my parents are my authorities because they tell me what to do. If you have a job, your boss is your authority, but the highest authority of all is God. He guides me through life and tells me what to do. He helps me make decisions, and when I obey His word, He blesses me. I know I can always count on Him to put me in the right path. All I have to do is pray, to talk to Him, and He'll answer my prayers. Authority also means the power to influence others. God has given me the authority through my radio show to be the voice for my generation so that I can influence kids to have a relationship with God and to do the right things in life. I want to end with Miracle's message today. So today's message comes from Mark 11:24. Whatever you ask for in prayer, believe that you have received it, and it will be yours. I want to thank my guest, my mom, for being here today, for giving me life, and for giving me the gift that I have so I can follow her in footsteps. I have two major updates. My previous guests, the Heather Hills Philanthropists, reached their fundraising goals, and Christian Pugh, Stand Up for Beauty, won Cupcake Wars.
Actually, I wanted to interrupt you real quick. I forgot to mention when you were asking me about my background in the news, I forgot to mention how I got to my current job. I didn't say that. I started out in radio and here in the DC area. And then after that, I was hired at my current job working for CNS News, the Media Research Center. And I'm actually doing what would be considered print journalism, but is the vehicle is slightly different. The internet, instead of a newspaper, it's online. And that's something that is kind of part of the new generation of how you receive news. Most people, my parents' age and older, they like to read a physical newspaper. My mom grandma always says, she likes to feel the newspaper. She doesn't like to go online and read it. Well, people my age and younger, they like to read their news on the computer or on their smartphones. And it's easier for them because they don't have to worry about fumbling around with a newspaper. So it's a little bit easier to deliver news to people. It's faster. You can update it. And if there's something that's breaking news, you can put it out there a lot faster. That's one of the things that I love about that. And then also something interesting that I wanted to add was when I started out as an editor for the organization I'm with right now, I actually had a opportunity to do a radio feature for it. So I was kind of doing this thing right now, but not in a talk show format. I was actually delivering the news for a radio station in a prepackaged way so people could listen to it as well. So I got a chance to do radio and then also print journalism, and that kind of learning that from when I was working, from when I started off in high school at this journalism workshop that kind of prepared me for what I'm doing today. And I'm so proud of you, Miracle, because you are so ahead of the game. You have like surpassed so many people in terms of what you're doing in life. You at 8 years old are doing something that adults don't even get a chance to do, but you know what you want to do in life. And the fact that you're using your voice for something positive makes me a proud mama. And and I just want to say that I'm just so happy to be your mother. And I see that you're confident, you're very well spoken. And I just, I pat myself on the back, and your dad too, because he contributed to that as well. He's helped give you that confidence. He's helped you to get out there and do your thing, and giving you opportunities that you have now. And I just wanted to say I'm proud of you, and you'll be turning 9 in a couple weeks. So you'll be a year older, but you're still so young that it's incredible to think about all the things that you've accomplished so far with with collecting socks for the homeless. Now you're helping to raise money for them to help them to transition into housing. So I just wanted to say that I love you, and I'm proud of you, and also want to just kind of give that more of that background for what I did in the news, so that you can kind of understand how I got to where I am today, so that you can understand what you need to do to get to where you are going. So I wanted to turn it back over to you, and I understand you have some information for us about your new project.
So I will be collecting household items for homeless people who are placed in housing with my latest project, Make Yourself at Home. The items include toilet paper, sheets, towels, washcloths, curtains, paper towels, dishes, laundry detergent, blankets, Clorox wipes, never mind, and children books, to name a few. Anything they will need to start their new life in their new home. Business can adopt to Miracle Mondays and donate part of what they earn on Mondays, and or they can let people drop off items at their business on Mondays. And any money collected will go towards those at risk of becoming homeless in DC and Maryland. Make Yourself at Home will last for 20 weeks from April 17th. For more information, for more information on how to donate to Make Yourself at Home project, for booking information, or to be guest on the show, email me at lifeoftheprincess@gmail.com. So also you can send birthday wishes and birthday cards to 12138 Central Avenue, Suite 267, Mitchellville, Maryland, 20721, and I'll read your birthday wishes on the air.
Could you read that address again to me? I didn't quite get it.
Okay, it's 12138 Central Avenue, Suite 267, Mitchellville, Maryland, 20721, and I'll read your birthday wishes on air. So thank you for listening to my show called Life with the Princess Radio. You can check me out on YouTube on Life with the Princess channel. My show is on every second and fourth Saturday of the month from 10:30 to 11. We're here on WOLB 1010 AM.
Can I just give a brief shout out real quick?
Yeah.
I want to give a shout out to your sister, your big sister, Tiara, who's listening right now, to Grandma Laverne in Pittsburgh, who's listening over the internet, and to Grandma Eunice, who lives in DC, and she's listening as well as your extended family in Maryland and in Pittsburgh. Your Uncle David, who else? Demond, and your Aunt Sean, Uncle Rick, your cousin Jermaine, and Jules, and your little cousin Jules and Isaiah, who are two of your biggest fans. They said that you're very smart and pretty. So I just wanted to say a shout out to them because we just visited them last weekend and had a great time. And was there somebody you wanted to send a shout out to?
Oh, yeah. I want to send a shout out to JoJo Siwa if she's listening, because me and JoJo Siwa have a few facts that we both have. Me and JoJo Siwa are born in the exact same month. She's born in May and I'm born in May. Also, she has 3 phones and I have 3 phones. And she likes lots of Nick shows and I like lots of, kid Nick shows. And I also want to give a shout out to my friends at school. If they're listening, I want to give a shout out to Naraya for being such a great friend, and Kira, because I miss her. She moved somewhere else last year. Well, I think, last year. And I also want to thank her for coming to my last birthday party for when I was turning 8. And, I'm about to turn 9. So, it's moving fast. And I also want to give a shout out to Madison and all my friends that are out there that I didn't really mention. I just want to give a shout out for, thank you. And, also, this is Miracle # the Princess. Talk to you again in 2 weeks. And I'll talk to you in 2 weeks on May 13th.
That's 1 week after your birthday, right?
Yeah,
you're turning 9.
Oh, yeah. Oh, and we also have a caller.
Oh, we have a caller. Oh, wow. We have a caller. Hold on.
Hello?
Hello?
Yeah, my name is Judson. I'm from the Penn North area up there, where North and Pennsylvania Avenue. I'm a resident in that area. And I'm calling in reference to, I like what the young man is doing and everything and his career and all. But I just want to, again, these shout-outs, and I just want to let him know that today is the birthday of the lady who owned the station, Miss Catherine Hughes.
Happy birthday, Kathy Hughes.
She the one, WLOB and the radio station over Washington and whatnot. She the pioneer person who got started, and I don't think she was as young as you, but she owned these stations, and I just wanted, my last name is Hughes. I know no relation to her, but Larry Young yesterday said happy birthday to her, but that wasn't her birthday. Her birthday is actually today. And Larry was, giving her a shout out yesterday, but her birthday is actually today. And I remember this. And after you getting these shout outs and whatnot, and you trying to start a career in radio and everything, and I thought that's a good person to look up to and learn a little something about her and give her a shout out for her birthday.
So thank you for calling. And so anyway, as I was saying, this is Miracle # the Princess. Talk to you again in 2 weeks on May 13th. And it's after my birthday. And in the meantime, check me out on YouTube on Life with the Princess channel. And my mom wants to say something.
I just wanted to say something real quick. You mentioned JoJo Siwa. And you said that you follow her on Musical.ly. Didn't you tell me that this morning?
Yeah, I follow her on Musical.ly.
Okay, and you guys also have something else in common. Didn't you buy something that you wear in your hair that she did?
So me and JoJo Siwa both have JoJo Siwa bows. I found some at Claire's, so you can get some at Claire's, and you can see my Musical.lys to have more information for, going to Claire's and buying some bows. If you're a huge fan of JoJo Siwa, you can go ahead and go to Claire's. Any Claire's you like. I just went to the one near my house. So, yeah.
And who else did you follow on Musical.ly?
I follow Maddie B.
Who's that?
He's a YouTuber with the #sisters, and I'm a huge fan. I am a huge fan, and he also raps, and the #sisters, they sing and rap too, And you guys can check them on YouTube or on Musical.ly or both, whichever one. And you can also check them out on Instagram. And yeah.
Question. Since you do Musical.ly, what exactly is that? Because I didn't know that for the longest time. You kept telling me I was doing this on Musical.ly. What is Musical.ly?
Musical.ly is like this app when you play music songs and you like dance to them, and you can make cool things happen, or you could just make up your own stuff. It's really interesting. I'm like saying you should probably get that app.
Do you sing on Musical.ly?
Actually, yes.
Can you tell me what your favorite song is?
I would go with, I'd probably say, well, my favorite song is Heavy, and my favorite, talk one is Listerine.
Okay, so can you give us a sample of your singing ability? Since you sing all the time at home, I just want the listeners to hear your beautiful voice so they understand what I go through. I mean, what I get to hear every single day.
First, let me think of a song.
How about a Beyonce song?
Oh, God. I could sing Halo. Okay. Remember those walls I built? Baby, they're tumbling down. They didn't even put up a fight. They didn't even make a sound. Should've never let you in, but I never really had a doubt. Till I see the light of your halo, I got my angel now. It's like I've been awakened. Every rule I had you breaking. It's a risk that I'm taking, and I'm never gonna shut you out. Everywhere I'm looking out, I'm surrounded by your rays. Baby, I can see your halo. No human same and great. Oh, halo, halo, I see your halo. Halo, I can feel your halo. Halo, I can see your halo. Halo. So that was
wonderful. Yay! You're such a good singer. Do you think you're better than me when you sing?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
I think we're the exact same rate, but I definitely think I could sing better than my dad. Anyway, in the meantime, check me out on YouTube on Life with the Princess channel, and peace out. I need to tell you this right now. Make sure God's first. Love God, serve God, and walk with God. Be in His light and love Him. Okay. God is my Father. Yes, He's the King. I am the princess, so I'm royalty. P-R to the I-N-C, E to the double S. God is my Father. Yes, He's the King. I am the princess, so I'm royalty. P-R to the I-N-C, E to the double S. Okay. P-R to the I-N-C, E to the double S. Alright. God is my Father, I'm royalty. It's life with the princess. Okay, alright.